apart from people trying to bump into me, they came and parked the NYPD vehicle here, the police vehicle. Anytime I tried to use the internet, they said they want to become the world police and over police me as an African. They keep bringing their police into the bathroom, keep out of the bathroom. It was reverse. I thought it was even going to hit me. So anywhere I'm at, if we park in a police vehicle, I can use the internet. They don't got free speech. I'm informing FIFA about the World Cup not being safe to be hosted in the United States in 2026 in New York City because my mother got killed. My daughter's here, Bologna for fitness international. And God that killed my mother was saying they were doing that for insurance fraud. I was supporting my mother as she was, making that dying speech. And the police are not helping, the lawyers are not helping. So I let daughters walk away free. So what's going on? So the police in my internet, they don't want me to keep, talking to FIFA or alerting the FIFA soccer fans around the world on the internet. So also July 3rd, some Black American radio hosts, April in the morning was, got some Black Americans to punch me in my face. It's been a whole lot of abuse I've been going through. Because sometimes they try to run a love scam on me, and I don't pay, because I was seeking help from all these radio stations, because my brother was killed, my friend was also killed, my home was taken by the NYPD on Staten Island. And I noticed they would help Black Americans, bring them on the radio show. And when I reached out to them, they didn't help me like that. All of a sudden, I started getting love advances, and I would decline, and now it's punches. Because I heard if they marry you and you die, they inherit your property. So I've been out on the street there for 14 years, and I'm worth a lot of money. Also, I was arrested wrongfully by immigration in 2000 when my mother brought me to the country. I had a green card stamp with my passport, and my mother had a green card. And I was 19 years old, that the law, or the immigration law still regards me as a child, anybody under 21. So I was put in immigration prison, and, you know, so I'm worth a lot of money, billions, because I've been suffering for 24 years. I was put in immigration prison wrongfully. So that's why I say love scammers, prey on people that worth money and they're vulnerable. I'm alone since my mother's been killed, my father also died, and it was abusive to me. So my mother tried to reach out to relatives before she died, but it didn't happen. So my mother said, anybody, like if she ever dies, I should only reach out to strangers. It's the relatives she reached out to. Some of them didn't want to help us, me and her. And my father was abusive too, so I don't trust his family, but he has family in England also. And my mother's family in England also. And Nigeria, was abused in Nigeria. The police there didn't help. So I have a green card. But it was stolen from me. My mother's door was stolen. My mother was helping me with my green card, and they killed her and stole my mother's door from. The spare green card I had also, the police arrested me in 2019, put me in a psych ward, and stole my green card. So I can't apply for any assistance. So anytime I try to use the internet like this, people try to bump into me. I think they're trying to make it look like I'm infecting them. Anytime they bash into my clothing, they try to bash into my clothing, rubbing their body on my clothing to make it look like I'm infected with disease. So any money I win, so they could ask for a cut or something. So I try to stay away from people, but it will still be coming to rub their body on my clothing. So that was the best way they could sue you and claim. Here though, so they just, I'm a victim of like human trafficking, and the Nigerian embassy wouldn't help me also. I don't know if they have a deal with some of these people, because normally when I reported the police and my mother's the ones in the Nigerian embassy, and they promised to help me, and they broke ties with me and started hanging up the phone on me. So I'm thinking they promised to help me because I was trying to pay for my storage. And the Nigerian embassy promised to help me, and all of a sudden they told me to wait, they're going to help me. And I started calling them back, and the guy started hanging up the phone on me within weeks. So I don't know if somebody promised them a cut, that if we can just kill this person, and then we can get somebody else to claim that the family member and get the money. So this is a human rights trafficking. The Nigerian government needs to be indicted, because why they broke ties with me after promising to help me. I don't want to help me seek justice. An embassy should be concerned that my mother was killed. My friend Erigon that was helping me record papers against the police, he was choked dead. There's another Black American that was helping me the same day as Erigon, and he told me as he went. This is a Black American. His name is Michael. He told me as he went and gave the papers to the NYPD, they were acting very hostile. I said he fears for his safety in the future. And like this, a guy knew Michael, knew they were going to kill Erigon. Within weeks, they took Erigana there. Erigana said he was afraid of his safety also, as he was being choked. He told them to leave him alone. You know, so when I go to the bathroom on 34th Street, they bring the police. Anyway, I go to the bathroom, bring the police, and they try to start a fight with me. And this governor said the police, should be grabbing homeless and put them in the psych ward. And if they have drugs in the psych ward that can kill you, like a Canadian actor died there in America, Matthew Perry. They gave him that drug, not in the psych ward, but somebody gave it to him, and he died of a heart attack in his Los Angeles mansion. So this was going on. The police were be aware New York is not safe to host the World Cup, and the Black American mayor is only helping mostly Black Americans that are homeless because there's a court settlement agreement that says people that are removed from their home by this NYPD vacated from their home, like I'm here, my mother work, should be put in a five-star hotel. So Black Americans that are removed from their home, like me and my mother were last year, this year regarding the Black American mayor, put them in five-star hotel. So I've been contacting them on social media, and they won't help me, just like the Black American radio host. They will help their fellow Black American, like their Regarded family, George Floyd, or another Black American killed. They'll bring them to the radio show, treat them nice. But and I was leaving messages for a lot of this radio host and this guy called Ebro. I will leave voice messages for his radio show. He will contact me back. But it would be nice to his fellow Black American that suffer police brutality. All of a sudden, he said he was into threesomes with his listener. He likes to have sex with his listener and stuff. Yeah, and I've been knowing someone that's been sending people to like bump into me and stuff, like try to lure me into sex with them, and I always tell people to stop it. Now he said, people should. This Hebrew guy said on his radio show that people need to watch out. They can be getting punched from behind. And we'll be talking in general. And instances in general will happen to me immediately. So on July 3rd, some people came behind my back and started punching. On the show also they were saying there was going to be a Mexican alone. So Mexicans came around. I don't know if they're Mexican or Spanish. I would say hello, hello. My mother talks with a Nigerian accent, so I don't know how they're able to know my mother's accent. But me and my mother I was under FBI probe, FBI phone tap because I was in immigration prison. So I guess the FBI recorded my mother's voice because sometimes me and my mother were walking together. She'd be saying hello, hello to people. So I guess I gave it to her this radio host because they didn't know my mother like that. My mother's been dead since 2015. So it's like this FBI is releasing surveillance information to their radio hosts to mock Africans and foreigners. So this was not safe. They're gathering information about foreigners and giving it to their radio shows, and they won't arrest them. So I'm getting punched. So the FIFA needs to get the surveillance for me and my mother from the FBI and review it, and don't bring foreigners here. They're going to be under surveillance, and they're going to be making fun of these foreigners. They say once you're under FBI surveillance, if you will go to the bathroom, they have satellite cameras in the sky. The one they used to catch Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden was hiding in a jungle in Pakistan, and they thought it was safe. They didn't know the Americans were using the satellite camera to find them. That camera pierces through the windows. They say he covered the window up with he removed the glasses, the window, and put a wood. So but they were able, the camera from space was able to spy into the room and see him. And they're sending their ninjas to invade the building and kill him. I believe it was under Obama. So it's like they're using that high level surveillance on me, such that they view me naked in the bathroom and everything. And they reason to their radio stations to be making fun of me. And sometimes the radio station will say, they want to help listeners that have trouble. And when I call, they'll put me on voicemail, they won't answer my phone call. But the Black Americans that call, they will answer them and help them. So this is extreme abuse. So FIFA, they are putting foreigners on surveillance. Don't bring the foreigners here for the FBI to put on surveillance and be watching them naked. So for security reasons, they need to be held accountable. All my surveillance, you FIFA need to request it. I'm a whistleblower for you, FIFA. As I'm whistleblowing for you, I'm getting punched. So please be interested in my case, because when I know England, when they used to have problems with violence, when foreigners get beat up, anytime England plays in London or whatever, you banned in British stadiums from hosting anything. So don't make an exception of America, because some of the people here believe they're bigger than the world, that they are a continent by themselves, but nobody's bigger than the world. So they have to be subject to the same rules. If England can be banned, the FIFA needs to investigate this and consider possible sanction against the U.S. soccer team. I'm a whistleblower, and their radio show is getting me punched as I'm talking about New York City towards the World Cup. And if they don't arrest that guy called Ebro, consider banning the U.S. soccer team from playing here in America. Due to violence, their Black American radio show could beat up Africans if an African team plays the U.S. So this is very serious, FIFA. I'm a whistleblower for you, FIFA. My life is not safe. So they're really playing with you, FIFA, and playing with your rule, and they believe you're going to bend over for them, bend over backwards for them, because the world has to make an exception for America. And the whole world is the same. So there's a whole lot of African teams that's going to come here, and this man is going to be mayor. If the radio show host start telling people to be punching Africans, as a fun joke with the FBI and the NYPD. So this is very serious. Africans are going to be harmed if you bring this World Cup here. I'm being harmed as I'm talking against, so my life is not safe until they arrest Black American gangsters in the radio show like this Ebro. And the Nigerian government is not helping me. They hide away. They say the Nigerian government is the most corrupt government in the world, and all they do is take bribes. And so I don't know who's promised them money, that if I'm killed, any money they recover will be shared. I know people trying to lure me to fake marriages. Say once you're killed, anyone that claims to marry you get all the money. So this is serious. Don't bring foreigners here to be tired for love scam, marriage scam. So FIFA, I'm appealing to you again. There's one the police everywhere. I can't use the bathroom. I have to hold it in. And when I go near the stadium, share stadium, they bring the police to drive me out of the bathroom. They harass me in the bathroom. They treat me like I'm a terrorist. So I'm afraid to go near the stadium. There's this Argentina is here now playing Copa America, and I'm here in the United States. Brazil is here now, Canada is here now, and they don't advertise it. It's like they're mourning at the fact that the World Cup is to play soccer. I've been in countries around the world, poor countries, and they're always happy to host soccer matches, especially tournaments. So there's no appreciation of the world soccer, and the FIFA, you need to stop insulting yourself and bring the World Cup here. Every 10 years after the World Cup here. And nothing's improving. In 1994, the World Cup was here. It keep bringing the World Cup here like every 10 years. There's a whole lot of countries in Africa and elsewhere that competitive. There are countries in Africa that are so poor, and they'll tell China to borrow their money. They just want to be the soccer stadium for the belief for so impressed, and let them host the World Cup one day. So you need to reward people like that. I'm not trying to be biased against America or whatever, but it's based on truth, my experience. Thank you for considering my experience and for saving life. I'm getting punched as an African. I'm talking about the World Cup. America is not safe for foreigners. My mother was killed in New York. She had a U.S. passport. Doris that was born here, she was in Nigeria, has a U.S. passport. She naturalized. Doris that was born here, friend mental and I got her killed. I said that this NYPD, the local police called NYPD in New York City. So they don't really help foreigners, especially if they don't speak American English or whatever. My mother's was born and first speak American English, and they were able to kill my mother, get away with it. And I don't feel safe because I'm a foreigner. They always tell me I have a foreign accent. What's up? So I'm getting punched by Black Americans. When I called 911, July 3rd after I got punched, after this radio guy Ebro was saying that some of the people are going to be getting hit from behind, so they to watch where they sit at, and we were saying stuff like it's just talking in general, but anything he says it will happen to many bad things. And we're saying he likes Nigeria or whatever. But that's no excuse to cover up your crime. So they say it's a radio station. Hot 97 has always been notorious for violence. We playing Black American gangster music, synonymous with a lot of violence. I don't want to be caught up in that. I'm just a foreigner, just trying to survive. I've been homeless for 14 years on the street, and I always talk about soccer. Everywhere I'm at in the world, really. So FIFA, please, I may not be worthy of any value, because here in America I'm just a nobody as a foreigner. But please value. They're punching foreigners here in America. As I'm getting punched as I'm looking out for the rest of the world. And all these soccer superstars, they don't know the FBI will be watching them naked and they'll tell them. They have zero regard for foreigners. They love these soccer stars that talk about human rights, civil rights, talk about Palestinian. They love them when they come to watch the soccer. The FBI can be watching them naked as they're having sex. They're out of control. They were making fun of my mother's accent. She used to say hello, hello, and they brought some Mexicans to me and were saying that. And they never met my mother. 2015 when she was killed. So the FBI puts me on their surveillance because I was arrested at the immigration airport in 2000. Because my mother brought me here to America from Nigeria. I had a green card stamp on my passport. My mother has a green card also. And the immigration arrested me even though I was a child. They told me, children are not welcome in America. I had to spend 8 years to fight in the case. So and they put me on surveillance. They just set up fake arrests like that to put you on surveillance. Now they know that they're able to pick up my mother's accent through the surveillance. But there's no way they would have been able to. They know how my mother speaks. So, even my mother used to talk to me on the phone. She's like, your phone sounds raspy, like you're being phone tapped. She would say she wouldn't be able to hear me. And when we meet in person, we walk around, I guess they were able to, through my phone, they're still able to listen in and record everything going on around me. So they're putting out foreigners on surveillance, giving them to black Americans to make fun of foreigners. And it's an insult. And the police laughed after I got punched on July 3rd, 2024. I called 911. And they wouldn't help me. So this is very serious people. And they're parking the police car around me. I can't use the internet. And the worst part is that the police out of control. The FBI is viewing people naked. Watching and all the soccer superstars, especially the FBI could just use the disguise that they're into human rights too much. Even they said Martin Luther King. So it's a police surveillance state. So a lot of these soccer superstars, if they come here with their wife and they're having sex, the FBI will be watching them naked and taking pictures of their naked bodies through their satellite camera. Snowden went to Russia, said that there's so much surveillance. So it was a CIA agent. So if you don't believe me, believe an American CIA agent in Russia in asylum. Snowden. I kid you not, FIFA. Snowden is right on the money. I'm under surveillance. I came as a child and they put me on the FBI surveillance just because my mother brought me up with a green card stamp on my passport. The children are not allowed here. And for HS, we did the case. They were just setting up excuses to put you on their surveillance and watch you naked. So that's not safe. No foreigner should be degraded. Now that you know FIFA, do something. And the mayor, the black American mayor is out of control. He's having black Americans put them in a hotel room. He said they have so much money, they have budget support of billions of dollars. And he wouldn't say they have so much money, they don't know what to do with it. And he wouldn't put me in a hotel room. I said even his son went into one of the homeless hotel, 5-star hotel, spent $30,000 of government money. If his son wasn't homeless, I said, people don't understand why he did that. But this mayor is a black American, made life so easy for black Americans. They can punch you, a foreigner, and they won't go to jail. Because even the prosecutor in Manhattan is a black American also. He said, normally if you punch somebody, you go to jail. But now, they punched me in Brooklyn, but the prosecutor in Manhattan, his name is Brad. He said he doesn't want the majority of them, he said doesn't want poor people to be arrested if they do violent things. So this encouraged all the black American gangs to be punching people, and they've been killing people by punching them. So a lot of these foreigners are going to be getting punched, especially in Manhattan. And these people are not going to go to jail because they make it easier to beat up somebody and get away with it. So for security reasons, I think if you from here, I had overlooked this, but because the poor people never matter. I love the soccer fans are poor. And the superstars also, the soccer superstars, they're going to be viewing them on surveillance camera because a lot of them are into civil rights. Because a lot of them are young kids, 20 years old. So 20-year-olds going to be posting on social media, not knowing that will give them a chance as soon as they step into America for the FBI to be watching them naked. So they're monitoring them in America because they're into social media, they're into civil rights activism, and they may be a terrorist linked, So these kids, 20-something-year-old, they're going to be watching them naked in America and have their video forever. And this will ruin this kid's life. Because now it's easy to hack into even any database. A lot of these videos can be hacked by criminals in the future. Foreign countries hack into American systems also. So please save people unless they can address this issue and fix it before 2 years, which I doubt they would do. So it's now time for the world to hold people accountable. So FIFA, you may not really care about the poor people, of color, but now I care because this is a social media world and I'm going to keep putting this information out there. So in case people get hurt during this World Cup in 2026, the world can hold you responsible for. I hope the International Criminal Court also will be aware. So, you're going to put foreigners' life at risk. Because I'm getting punched. This Ebro guy is inciting attack on Africans like me. He said black Americans, says black Americans don't like Africans because they said Africans sold their ancestors into slavery. So when you see you're African, you're foreign, but another African, they stole his green card was so used to sleep on the floor. And so when they fell asleep, they stole his green card, stole his passport, and he's just crying, and rolling over the floor. So they watch us Africans suffer. They stole my green card, so the police arrested me and stole my green card. So they're stealing our travel document, holding us hostage, like human trafficking us. And when I told the police they stole my stuff, instead of them to investigate and arrest those police officers, they didn't arrest them. That's a human trafficking. Under the American law, when you take someone's passport, it's considered human trafficking. It's considered a kidnap. It's considered imprisonment. Because I can't travel, I can't apply for no benefit. America has 53 states. Some cities have more benefits for homeless. But they took my passport and my green card. I can't travel. My mother's daughter stole my passport was out. I had many old passports. Sometimes they accept old passport. My child passport is stolen. It's still proof of your identity. And they stole when I killed my mother's daughter, Bologna Flora stole it. And my green card, they stole the extra green card I had because the immigration issued me two green cards in 2008. When they finally gave me my green card, after they had arrested me and I was immigration process, yeah, immigration proceedings for 8 years. I couldn't really go to school, so this was going on.